Hello everybody, my name is Invicta. Welcome back to Nuzbonk here on the channel. Today we are going to be playing as Ninja, a character that we've not actually gotten a Nuzbonk win with or even a run with him. So I do have all the skins unlocked because Ninja is one of my favorite characters to play. He starts off with a katana and his passive is going to be Shadow Step, execute an enemy upon evading them, also gain 0.5 evasion per level. And he can be kind of underwhelming. He can be fun, but I think that at the default level, it's a character that if you don't get started early, you're gonna have a bad time on him. Katana does have some limitations, obviously, with its range or lack thereof, and making sure that you get early range DPS is going to be crucial. So you can compensate for the pretty low activation range that is Katana. But Katana is a great weapon, though. We'll go for damage here. Turn on the XP tome. Let's go, baby. My God, how long has it been since we've seen the XP tome? I feel like it's been forever. Already off to a better start than Sir Ufi. I know the last Nuzbonk wasn't the greatest because obviously Sir Ufi, but it's a character that just really is just not good. I'm not going to rehash everything that we talked about in that episode, but in case you skipped it, which I don't mind, I don't blame you for skipping that one. TLDR, sir, until we get an armor upgrade, a thorns upgrade, and the sword gets a little bit reworked, I don't think Sir Ufi is going to be a character I'm going to be playing willingly anyway. now that we got the Nuzbonk appearance done, that's it for me. We got Kevin here, Phantom Shroud, and Demonic Blade. The XP tome is going to boost our XP scaling, which is very important for Nuzbonk. And if you don't know what Nuzbonk is, essentially what happens is we have to get all of our weapon slots and our tome slots filled before I can start taking upgrades, with the only exception being if there's a legendary upgrade that shows up before that happens, then I'm allowed to take that. So for this instance, for example, I can only take the knockback tome, which is, I think, a tome we haven't seen yet in Nuzbonk, because we cannot take a katana or XP tome upgrade, as much as I would love to. But if one of those upgrades had been legendary, then I am permitted by Nuzbonk rules to take those. It's kind of like finding a shiny Pokemon in a Nuzlocke run. You know, there are special exceptions, and they're just rare, very, very rare. Some XP here, definitely behind the curve because we're not killing a lot of stuff. Cannon, shield, or Dead Bob. But this is why you want to get that range DPS early on Ninja, because you're not going to get enough to you're not going to have enough damage to kill stuff off screen, right? It's just going to be lacking, for the better term. Precision Tome or Blood Magic. I'm going to go Precision Tome. We could definitely do a lot worse than Precision Tome. Blood Magic is good, but it's not what we want right now. Blood Magic is good. Full stop, it's good. But I'm hoping that we get something like Fireball, hoping that we get something like, say, the Revolver, or even the Bone is fine, or Banana Ring would be amazing. Things are already starting off to a little bit of a rough start here, other than the XP Tome. We did get Shield, though, and we're looking for extra jumps, and then we'll be okay, I think. I don't know how that... I honestly don't know how that counted, but I'm going to take XP gain here. And we get the Evasion Tome. Okay, so that does directly help out our Shadow Step passive, which is going to be the instant execute on enemies that we evade. Let's see if we can maybe sneak another shrine here. These fast-moving zombies are the worst for us, though, and yeah. Yeah, the worst for us on the forest. I think we got to move. We must have gotten a movement speed upgrade. I didn't even see it. Or something. I don't know what that sound was. Maybe that was the shield starting up again? We definitely didn't get a movement speed upgrade. Wireless dagger, dice. I guess wireless dagger. Skuleg. Gonna give us a difficulty upgrade. Not that we need things to be harder right now. Because we have no range DPS. So we have to keep everything... We have to keep everything in range of the katana to even kill stuff right now. Kind of a rough go for Ninja early on. Get our border. And with only 15 seconds left, again, sort of the marker. There we go. We got Bo. The marker to let me know how good or how bad our damage is all depends on how much time is left between the first boss's death and the swarm. And if the boss is still alive by the time the first swarm hits, you're in a lot of trouble. So we might just be cooked here. These elite zombies are just ruining my life right now. Gonna end off with Aura. Aura at least will give us a little bit more close range synergy with Katana. There's a rage buff in there, but good luck for us getting one. All right, so now that we've gotten all of our weapons and tomes here, we can actually start taking upgrades. Not a moment too soon, because things are going to get out of control in a hurry here if we don't get lucky. Gonna make a mad dash for the rage buff here, and we're gonna have to try to turn this around. Big evasion tome unlocked. I'll take that. With damage and size for Katana, the size is actually surprisingly really strong for Katana. XP tome. Yeah, we need lots of XP. Okay, that rage buff definitely helping us out a lot. Gonna go evasion. XP tome. Oh no, I should have gone evasion. That was stupid. Projectile bounces are huge for the wireless dagger. It's Tony McZoom's primary weapon. I think the wireless dagger is okay. It's good for taking down large packs of small mobs, but I don't think it's the greatest thing ever. I'd much rather have something like Banana Ring. So we actually are able to clear the swarm, and if we can recover here, that's going to be pretty amazing. Gonna go knockback tome because it's a bunch of mono stats right now. I'm not even worried about difficulty and luck currently. More XP tome. We've got to go and get these other shrines, and I think that's the only thing that we can do currently. I want to go back and go to the vendor as well to go get the cannon if we can, because we need those. I'm going to go with the damage. Could use some lifesteal as well. Oh, wow. Key procced. 4.5 minutes seems like a lot, but I don't think we're going to be able to get all of the shrines that we're looking for here. I just don't think we have enough time to do so. Give me more... I guess evasion. I really shouldn't be going all the way back here, backtracking for this one vendor, but the cannon is something that we're just going to need if we want to maintain a little bit of space between us and where the game is scaling currently. And spawning a missile every single time that we kill something is pretty nice, even though we don't have the quantity tome. Down we go. Evasion tome. We can evade fall damage, by the way. Yeah, okay, so that was the shield's sound effect whenever it was recharging there. We only have about 20 seconds or 30 seconds until the next swarm hits. Extra jumps, baby. Proj would have been nice, but right now extra jumps are more important for survival. At least we know where the boss portal is. Good evasion there. We get lifesteal. Size is good too, but again, we're looking for survivability here. 15 seconds left for the next swarm. Level 2 cannon is pretty good. I guess projectile speed for the oh, I'm stuck. For the wireless dagger, I guess. But I'm going to ignore that elite pack here because we still need to make sure we're getting these shrines. Think of shrines like boss items in Isaac. They are immensely important to how well your Mega Bonk runs, not even Nuzbonk, but Mega Bonk runs are going to go. Gonna go extra jumps here. Did not actually mean to jump in this direction. Gonna go evasion. And we got about 20 seconds for the next boss. And we get Beefy Ring. I think it's been forever since we've seen Beefy Ring. I also feel like we haven't seen hardly any power-ups there. There's the stop time that I will use for the boss in a second. Well, never mind. It is not reachable. Need a nuke. Gonna go knockback tome here. Knockback tome is surprisingly okay with aura if you get a strong enough knockback. I think we're just gonna have to fade these other shrines because we need to go. We need to get this boss portal. The big problem is that we don't have enough range damage right now to even take down the boss, even if I pop it right now. So this one might be a fail here on run number 1, but I'm holding out hope. Trying my best. Yeah, Global Proj. We need that for every weapon that we've got other than aura. I think we just have to hit the boss now and pray that we get a rage buff or something. We finally get an upgrade here for the bow. But we are only level 26 and we're on the final boss of the first floor. That is real bad. That is wow bad right there. I know there's a magnet over there, but right now we gotta try to take down Little Bark. That is not a good amount of damage. Woof. Yeah, that's rough damage right there. And aura, we need all the damage right now. All the damage. Any base damage upgrade, even if it's a mono stat right now, we've got to get huge upgrade for Katana. Evasion. Damage. I don't care if it's mono stat right now. Damage. The wrench. There's another freeze time here. More damage and size here for aura. Much better damage here on Little Bark. Now Swarm is upon us. We end up taking him down, surprisingly. 10% damage from Jim Sauce. Regen. Honestly, I'm fine with regen. We might be able to get this shrine. And this would be, I feel like, a Christmas miracle if we can end up stabilizing here. More lifesteal is great. There is another shrine down there, but that might be pushing it. I gotta go for it. I gotta try for it. Size or Proj? Give me more Proj. All right. Honestly, for us only leaving behind one shrine with the spot that we were in is pretty miraculous. All things considered. We're still only level 37. We're about 13 levels behind where I'd like to be. Yeah, we're gone. We're gone. So a little surprising that we ended up not too far behind, but my boy Ninjas, we got to get some major upgrades here on this level. Difficulty is only 17%. Little low, that's all right. Come on, Ninja. XP gain, extra jumps. Ooh. Extra jumps are real good. If we didn't have the XP tome, obviously I'd be going for... Give me a wrench. Obviously I'd be going more for the XP. Ice Crystal is not really that great. Apparently there's a tree in front of me. Spicy Meatball. Yes. Our first legendary. Despite us only having 17 luck or 13 luck. Yeah. Wrenches, of course, are going to just be universally good because not only do they make charge shrines... not only do they make them charge faster, but they also increase the amount of the rewards that they give you for stats. Get those skeletons eventually, I'm sure. Another cannon, okay. I think my decision going back to get the cannon on floor 1 was definitely the right call here. Lots of chests everywhere. Again, I'm still holding out hope that we maybe get lucky and get a credit card or two. Give me size for Aura and for Katana. Well, the cheese is great, and it was free. Look at that. Okay, okay. We're going to use a refresh here. Echo Shard's great. Echo Shard is a easy way for us to get caught up in XP here. As best as we can, anyway. Okay, we're probably good on extra jumps now. Huge aura upgrade there. Get this other shrine that's all the way the hell back over here. Okay. Crit chance. Give me the crit chance. I know that we already have the precision tome, but let's be honest, we're not upgrading it right now. Hey, luck. Grandma Secret Tonic. Goes great with the precision tome. There you go. So that was with the rage buff, and it obviously it doesn't look too bad with the rage. By it, I mean our DPS, but I banished the Borger, by the way. I see elites are still getting through pretty easy. Give me more luck. Damage and crit damage there for the bow. Let's go with Proj. Challenge Shrine up here. We got 10 seconds left for the first swarm. Okay, we got the shield. We don't need Ice Crystal going up. Damage and bounces is huge. We need to start. Once we get enough damage upgrades from the base level, got to start getting our XP scaling here. Gonna go Precision Tome. Now remember, you can still evade while even if you have the damage shield, the invulnerability shield, you can still execute stuff as Ninja if your evasion is high enough. You know, evasion is a big evasion buff there. I'm gonna go XP Tome. Damage and size for Aura. Very good. Precision Tome again for crit. There's a microwave here. I don't know what we would microwave though. I almost want to microwave the wrenches. But we also still have... We've got a lot of keys, though. Well, we don't have a lot, but we can get up to 5 keys now, which might be better for us in the long run. Yeah, this is a bad place for a microwave here. XP Tome, which is the reason why I feel like the game spawned it there. Okay, Swarm is pretty much over. No surprise because our difficulty is so low. Precision Tome. Using a lot of time here. We need to get away from this cliffside. Yeah, there we go. Next swarm is only a minute and a half away. Big XP tome upgrade there. We need more. We need more. Mas. Mucho mas. Head kick gives us regen. Attack speed's always good. All right, listen, we got 5 keys here, game. XP tome. Gonna go Proj again. Projectile count does actually matter for the katana. More Proj, I guess. Obviously, it helps the bow and the wireless dagger. We got to make some major moves here, getting these charge shrines. XP tome again. XP tome again. We're only level 52. Pickup range. I honestly do not remember the last time we saw the sucky magnet. Gonna go size here. A lot of lifesteal. A lot of lifesteal. Never know when that's going to come in handy. You can't always rely on your evasion. I think I can be forgiven for not going for mountain shrines right now. We have 16 seconds left before the next swarm. These trees are absolutely ruining my life. There's another microwave here. We're gonna go knock back. The reason why extra jumps are so important. Damage for the bow is good. Crit damage and size for bow, it doesn't really matter that much, but I'll take it, I guess. Yeah, we have to refresh this. That's terrible. Damage for the wireless dagger. Knockback. XP. Damage and size for aura, even though it's not a great one. Wireless dagger, base damage upgrade. We're able to handle this 32 difficulty swarm, but just barely. Crit damage, crit chance there. Size and damage. Damage there for katana. Size and damage for aura. Same thing again. And the extra... Give me evasion. The second boss is about to come here. We got Cursed Gravies now combined with Grandma's Secret Tonic. And those two are the most powerful items according to Nuzbonk's stats so far. Crit chance. We have a minute 50. We're right next to the boss pour, though. I'm still going to try to get more keys. Even though we don't have any credit cards, it's still going to benefit us to... These keys pay for themselves after, like, 2 free chests, so... The old swoop and dupe on Chunkum. Our damage is starting to creep up there. The game says no free chests. so we got to chunk him down pretty easily. I wasn't even honestly trying to go for him. Maybe knock back. The wrench. Here comes Chad Bark. Doing a good job evading so far, but you see our damage is not there. We don't have any blood marks. We have not really a whole lot of poison going out from the cheese or cursed grabbies. And this is showcasing the problem with Katana is that we have to stay such close range to things that we're not getting our full maximum DPS on targets like this, and that's a big problem with Katana. As you see there, once he gets in range of Katana, then all 4 of our weapons are going off, and then it's not great damage on this particular run, but it's still better than what we've got right now. Where we're very dependent on just any ranged attacks. And the bow, as much as I love the bow does not do a lot of damage. Even if it's upgraded, it's not really a primary DPS weapon with no scaling or anything. Size and damage there for Aura. And it's so dangerous to stay next to Chad Bark. We actually executed him with a jump evade. I didn't even know he was that close to us, honestly. Gonna go evasion. Big bow damage upgrade. Knockback, sure. Knockback, sure. We got a legendary. It's the Anvil. How long has it been since we've seen the Anvil? Holy Toledo. I feel like it's been forever. HP upgrade here. It was totally free. Proj count, triple upgrade there for the Katana. Now we're getting somewhere. By somewhere, I mean nowhere, because we got to go to the boss portal. We have nothing. We have absolutely nothing that synergizes with Kevin right now. I feel like if I took this, it would end up throwing the run that we kind of earned at this point. Can I please just go up here? No. Okay, it's already getting crazy. So needless to say, the kill count's not going to be great on this showing from Ninja, but honestly, the fact that we're even in the Cursed Forest at this point, on this run in particular, feels like a miracle. Okay, I'm going to go for more Proj. Two shrines over there, then I think we come back on this side. Difficulty. At this point, it's just we take all chests. Got a free one there, very nice. Saved us 569 gold. Or lifesteal. I had to banish Kevin, so we're not going to see it again. Oh my god, we got a movement speed upgrade. Got the key. Damage to elites. This is why you love those extra jumps, baby. Look at the knockback that we've got right now. Well, cheese. Okay, okay. Damage to elites again is fine. I don't think we need any more regen because we've got lifesteal and aura, so feels unnecessary. I took the bow there. Okay. We only need 8 more HP to get a solid beefy ring damage scaling upgrade. 20%. So Stone Golem, you need to chill. I don't know why this Stone Golem's so aggro on us right now. It's very difficult to keep something in range, especially a boss of Katana, while not getting hit. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here. I'm just saying this is the technique you got to use if you want. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was a good attempt for Ninja, but I feel like he gets one shot too easily, especially against bosses. I mean, we weren't even near low HP there, but missing localization for damage, whatever. So there you go, everybody. Pretty rough go of it for Ninja, but you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, and hopefully we'll get a better showing next time. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. Thank you for supporting Nuzbonk. We have one character left to do, and surely we can't keep. Surely he'll take us out of there, right? 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 Chadwell is coming up next. Let's see if he can do better than Sir Ufi and Ninja. God, I hope so.